Welcome to Kidmissing TV. I'm your host, Angelina Wills. Today, we're going to talk about the Wineville chicken coop murders. Before we do, though, I have a special alert. This mom is very worried about her daughter. We talked for a long time last night. Her daughter's name is Olivia Little. She disappeared on her 18th birthday on Sunday. That's the 20th. She is 5 feet 6.5 inches tall, between 180 and 188 pounds. She is autistic with Asperger's syndrome. She is highly vulnerable. It is believed she was lured away by someone in an online game on a PS4. The family has been getting strange messages that they do not believe are coming from her. Her mother desperately wants her daughter to come home. She's meeting with the FBI today, and if her daughter is still missing, we'll be on my show on Saturday on Kidmissing Radio, and I will be sure to link that next week if that happens, if she doesn't go home. And please, Olivia, go home. You see her picture right there. But today's main case is the Wineville chicken coop murders. These murders took place around 1927-28 in Wineville, California, which on November 1st, 1930 voted to change its name to Miraloma. There was a book by Anthony Flacco called The Road Out of Hell, The True Story of the Wineville Chicken Coop Murders, by Anthony Flacco, with a foreword by the son of the little boy who was brought there from Canada by his uncle, Gordon Northcott. His name was Sanford Clark. For some reason, police didn't put together these string of disappearances, the Winslow brothers, and their really bizarre letters that they were running off to Mexico, or were going to stay missing as long as they could so they could be famous, and all kinds of utterly ridiculous stuff. And of course, the most famous case, which was Walter Collins. His mother had to go to work at her job as a telephone operator in Los Angeles. Excuse me. And Walter was wandering around. I think she gave him money for a movie or something. And it's believed he was picked up by Northcott, and horrible things were done to him. Now, his remains were never found. However, police did locate a boy in Illinois who claimed to be Walter. They gave him to his mother, and the mother pretty quickly said, "This is not my son." And in response, they sent her to the local mental hospital, which apparently a lot of moms were sent there for not agreeing with the police. I guess that was a trend in Los Angeles County at the time. She made a big difference in stopping that. And that, of course, was all documented in the movie Changeling. Excuse me. It all came out when Sanford Clark's sister had come to visit him and saw how abused he was, physically and sexually, by their uncle. She tried to contact him when she went back to Canada with no luck, and she alerted police. Northcott ran off, leaving Sanford. Sanford ran because he didn't know what else to do. When police caught up with Sanford, he told them everything. Because he had nothing to hide. He didn't do it. His uncle did it. And his grandmother, which is awful when you think of it. But he told everything that had happened. So Gordon Stewart Northcott made it back to British Columbia, where he was arrested. His mother was also arrested, Sarah Louise Northcott, in Alberta in December of that year. The police took them both back to the ranch in an attempt to get more information. Walter and a Mexican boy named Alvin Goffia. However, later that day, Northcott only admitted to one homicide, and that was the murder of Alvin Goffia. In 1929, an all-male jury convicted Northcott for the first-degree murders of the Winslow brothers, an anonymous victim. Judge Freeman sentenced him to death. Although he was convicted and sentenced to death, the families of his victims didn't have closure due to the inability to find intact bodies. Northcott was hanged in 1930. The horrors of Wineville were reintroduced to the world in 2008 when Clint Eastwood made the movie Changeling. They searched for graves on the property. Sanford helped them find graves, but unfortunately there were 51 parts of human anatomy. I don't even want to know. In 1935, there was a boy, along with his parents, spoke to authorities and said that he had escaped, and there may have been as many as 20 boys murdered at Wineville. This man was a pedophile. This man was a murderer. And while I don't agree with the death penalty, it couldn't happen to a nicer dude. Next time, we're going to talk about the case of two little boys that went missing together. William Billy Huff and, James Crosby. So I hope you'll join us for that. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Thank you for your support. I keep getting new subscribers every couple of days, and that's great. The more eyes on these cases, the better. You don't need my mug. You need to be looking over here. And that's so important to me. Thank you. Have a blessed day. God bless you. And on a personal note, congratulations to my cousin on her brand new baby girl. God bless you, and have a great day.